Question 23. ABCD is a square. Remember, this is a diagram, it's not accurately drawn. So ABCD is a square. P and D are points on the y-axis. P and D on the y-axis. A is a point on the x-axis. There's A on the x-axis. PAB is a straight line. PAB. The equation of the line that passes through the points A and D is y equals minus 2x plus 6. So that's this line here. Find the length of PD. Right, PD starts there and goes to there. Now to do this, we need to know what y coordinate P is at and what y coordinate D is at. Now luckily, we know what D is at because this line here is y equals minus 2x plus 6. Now the plus 6 part, that's the y-intercept. So we know that this is 6 there. So we know that there to there is 6. We just need to know what this part is. Now to work out what that part is, we need to find the of line PAB. PAB. Now PAB is perpendicular to the line DAD. Okay, that line there is perpendicular because we've got a right angle there. So it's perpendicular to y equals minus 2x plus 6. Now, if a line is perpendicular to another line, it means the gradient is, remember gradient we call m, so the gradient of a perpendicular line, I'm going to write this here, gradient of perpendicular line equals minus 1 over m, where m is the gradient of the other line. Okay, so the gradient of PAB, that's remember this one here, the gradient of that is minus 1 over the gradient of the other line that's perpendicular to, which is minus 2, because that's the gradient, the number in front of x, minus 2. So minus 1 over minus 2 is just going to be, the minuses cancel each other out, which is a half. So the gradient of PAB is a half. So the equation of PAB equals y equals half x plus c, and we don't know what c is. C, remember, is the y-intercept. It's going to be here. It's going to be minus something, so we need to work that out. Now, luckily, to work it out, we need to know any coordinates that are on the line. Now we know that bit there. Well, we can work it out at least. Okay, that is naught. Sorry, it's something naught. We don't know what the x value is. Okay, but we can work it out because y equals minus 2x plus c. That's the equation of this line. Okay, so I'm going to find point coordinates. We need to find the x coordinate. Okay, we need to find this x coordinate there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use y equals minus 2x plus 6. We know that y is 0, so if I write 0 equals minus 2x plus 6, because 0 is the y coordinate and its level is 0, okay, we'll be able to find out what the x coordinate is by solving this equation. So, if we've got minus 2x here, I'm going to add 2x to get it over here. So 2x is equal to 6. So x equals 3. So that means this here is at 3, 0. So I'm going to put in 3, 0. Okay? So now we have a pair of coordinates that are on the PAB line. And this will allow us to find what C is. This is PAB, remember? PAB is y equals half x plus c, but we don't know what c is. But because we've got a set of coordinates that are on that line, we can put them in. We can put a y value in, and we can put an x value in. So remember, the coordinates are 3, 0. So 3 is the x number, that's that one. 0 is the y number. So I'm going to write 0 equals half times 3 plus c. Okay? Now 0 equals a half times 3 is 1.5 plus c. Okay? I'm going to take away 1.5. Well, you can either work it out. If you know it's 1.5 plus something is 0, you know that c is going to be minus 1.5. Okay? Or you could think, right, well I'm going to minus 1.5 to get c on its own, which means you get a minus 1.5 here, so you get minus 1.5. So, that means the equation of PAB is, so right here, so the equation is y equals half x minus 1.5, which means here that is at minus 1.5. So the length of PD is 0 to 6, so 6, plus 0 to minus 1.5, 1.5. So it's 6 plus 1.5, which is 7.5. It's quite a tough one, but if you just follow it through systematically, you should be able to do it. Just watch it again if you get stuck. Try and do it on your own. Write the question down somewhere else. Have a go at it. You'll get it there in the end.